Hello there, and welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which is all sets. We have a 5-2, which is quite good here. I'm going to open Black Cat, Crystal Ball, try and do a little trashing, then eventually we'll build up. We got plenty of points. Fountain can be done at the very end if we have to. Not likely, but anyway. Colony, of course. The AI, of course, is going to buy Black Hat over and over and over and over and over again, which won't matter. Other than that, it's going to take away our draw card here. So we might buy a few to get just to have some to make the deck drawing easier. But anyway, you can draw deck with King's Court and whatever. Innkeeper draws if it's played on King's Court, or King's Court plays it. Port draws if King's Court plays it. Black Hat, of course, is like the actual decent draw with King's Court, but it can all be done. And there's some ways to control what the crystal ball hits as well, which is kind of nice. So I don't know how relevant it'll be, but anyway, we're just gonna buy Black Cat and crystal ball and then see what we draw. Hopefully we don't find the Black Cat. Okay, good. Would normally here probably not buy. I mean, we do have to hit 5 and then 7. So we are gonna need silvers. Not actually. I guess this is fine to trigger. There's not really a reason not to trigger it. Specialist can do some stuff here. Even Cursed Village, I guess, possibly can. We're going to want to get probably a couple Black Cats here. We could be doing a Void at some points, but 6. Okay, let's get a Specialist. I think maybe I need another Crystal Ball. I'm not sure. Here we could try to do the avoids. So avoid is an event that lets you leave some cards out of your shuffle, and we're going to shuffle. So when you can't really buy it to any effect during the middle of your shuffles in the early part of the game, but in the middle or at the end of them, you can leave some cards out. So that may be good enough to get us to like 7. If we leave out the estates. If we do a couple, we can leave out. I don't know if we need 2. Because, I mean, we kind of need to draw some of the coppers anyway. Not that we like or want them so much, but maybe we will do 2. Haven buy would have also been pretty reasonable, I think. So, like, we're going to leave all this stuff out, and hopefully we find. But we know there's Black Cats down in here, so we hope we find Village, which we did. Okay. Well, I guess we just try and hit 7. This is going to draw some stuff dead, but nice thing is we do get to do a trash. This isn't so good, but we'll just get more ports. We don't actually need like a lot of ports. This will, I don't know if we'll actually draw enough to get to 7 here, but this is a silver. We don't want to trigger this shuffle, so we'll just discard it. We do an avoid. I mean, sure, we can get more ports. Innkeeper would have been reasonable as well. Oh, the bot does have a charm, which is kind of cute. This was not a super good draw. Can just leave this on top. Actually, I should have let the port on top. What did I do? I discarded it last time. That didn't make any sense. It's okay. By King's Court. Okay. So we can do King's Court, Black Cat, and we'll just take another copy of King's Court here. That's more valuable than whatever else. Eventually we could go King's Court Specialist, King's Court, but I didn't really have enough King's Courts at the moment for that to make a lot of sense. We could stop here and do a trash. I don't know what's left. There's at least one estate down in here. There's an estate of Black Cat and probably... No, we have all the ports. Oh, we drew the estate. I don't want to, like, leave. Well, okay, it was copper. I should have been able to trash the copper, of course. What we can do here, though, is we can have a King's Court top deck, which is pretty good. Okay, we need to add King's Cache now because there's no action payload here, so it's actually not a very good King's Court board in some sense. But anyway, we need something to have a little more money. So I'm gonna get a King's Cache and like a Haven. Actually, I'm gonna do King's Cache Avoid. So that we can play King's Cache on either the Charm or the Crystal Ball if we have the opportunity. Next turn, I'll definitely be looking for an Innkeeper. And then we'll just play it from there, but so this is pretty good start. They're emptying the ports and I guess working on the Innkeepers. Apparently just no Black Cats around. I don't know. Would like to at least get another King's Court. Okay, so we have the Charm and there is, okay, we have Copper and Estate down here. So what we'll actually king in this instance, because I just want to do some cleanup here. We're going to king cache the Crystal Ball and do trash, and then have the King's Court top deck. But it's like not, on 11's still pretty good because we can go. I need more specialists because the specialists can get extra copies of both actions and treasures. So once I have maybe a platinum, and in fact, it may be better not to, once we have a King's Cache, we maybe don't really care about buying more of them. We should just be working on like getting a platinum at some point. And there goes the ports. And we kind of have to do this way, even though it's not necessarily ideal. Okay, this is a bit of a bummer. Okay. We can make it work. It would be good to do some trashing here. I don't know if we'll be able to make it work. Maybe we don't care too much about the trashing this turn. Let's get this. And then But we can do a little trashing. I mean, the silver is fine, but I'm just gonna get rid of it. We can get another charm here. You can do charm, king's cash, king's court stuff, but I don't really care too much about adding more of those at this point. I would like to get a platinum, actually. And then we get to king's cash this, so it would be good to have more innkeepers. And this also lets us do an avoid. Is helpful. Okay. Some havens would be okay too. AI actually has like sort of has a deck here, which is kind of fun. I don't know if they'll be able to do anything with it, but it doesn't really have a lot of money. But it does have some money. Apparently it only does... Ooh, look at that. This is not... I mean, what it did is there's a bug with King's Cash. So now these piles are a little low. They actually have some sort of pile threat, which is pretty wild. And I've dudded, so that's not ideal. Oh wait, we may be free up. We may yet escape. So the crystal ball may get us out of here. That's fortunate. We only need like colony province. While emptying the king's courts, yes. Okay. This should work at this point. It's pretty interesting though, that they sort of made us, well, it was funny the crystal ball rescued us, but also maybe should have just had more crystal balls. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. So we just need to make sure we get enough of whatever. We didn't get to 64 or anything fun like that, but oh, they only had 2 black cats. All right. Well, yeah, that's not too surprising a result here. Though it was pretty funny that they got the charm thing that one turn, that they put this together. I mean, this deck composition can draw a little bit, but it's not going to do so often just because there's all the coppers and all the estates still. But it did get one turn, which was slightly scary. Because I sure wasn't thinking of them being able to like lower the King's Courts by 2 in a turn, but their deck was capable of it. This really wasn't that close to a 3 pile, to be honest, but if they get another draw, I mean, like, let's say I full dud. If I full dud, I mean, this deck can absolutely draw deck, and then King's Cash on a charm would have piled the King's Courts. So well, there's a bug, but I think it still works with 2 charms, and with a triple charm and another charm, I think you can still do it. So anyway, this is better than I expected. Sometimes it's just all black cats and nothing else happening. This was fine. I think there were a few turns where I made play order mistakes. There's certainly that one turn where I had a deck tracking issue where I could have trashed a copper. That would have helped. But otherwise, it's fine. It's a fine deck. Specialist stuff is really fun here. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all tomorrow.